All right, so you saw the clip and you find it very impressive because why not? It's Striker. Striker is always good. Striker is very strong in DPS, right? Every time I make a Striker build, people love it because it's just too high damage. Especially with the backfire build, was pretty cracked. But that there is to it. Like there is only damage. Like there is no survivability. A lot of people has commented on my channel, my videos, that how do you build a Striker solo? When I'm solo, I die. There's no survivability. Yes, there's damage, but I just cannot survive. Well, I've always answered that, kill everything before they kill you. That's pretty simple, but that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is to give you a build that will help you solo. So today I'm going to show you how to build Striker solo, where we keep the damage and we add survivability at the same time. So it's like a win-win situation here. Now, there are a couple of variants that I would like to show you guys, but if I'm being honest, like you just need the one variant, this one, which I'm using. I used it on the legendary mission, the District Union Arena, and completed it without any hassle. It was so smooth. And if a build can do legendary, it can do pretty much anything. And it's very easy to make at the same time. So let me show you. I'm using the gunner specialization mainly because of that 10% armor on kill. We have 1.3 million armor, so 10% of that is 130,000, which you're going to be getting a lot because, you're killing a lot of stuff. Now, for the weapon, you can use Saint Elmo's, but I would not recommend it because it's like a downgrade. I'll tell you why I said that. First of all, this is a Carbine 7. It's a high-end weapon. It's my favorite weapon, so I use it a lot. I love everything about this weapon. The accuracy, the way it like looks and sound. It just beams. I just love this. Okay. Now, since it's a high-end, we can actually add a talent on it, and I'm using Strain Talent, which is going to give us up to like 50% crit damage. Now, I do have 15% of crit chance by the mods on this weapon. So yeah, I love using this. Okay. Now, for the secondary, we have the Lefty. With the perfect sledgehammer talent. You can use it on the bosses, like use the weapon and throw a grenade on a boss, and now you're doing 40% damage to their armor, which is nice. But I don't really use it that much. Like I don't even use to build up the stacks because I'm not using chest piece of Striker, so I don't really use this weapon a lot. You can use any other weapon if you want. Now the pistol, I have the exotic pistol, which is the Busy Little Bee, and that's one of the reasons why I can't use St. Elmo's because the pistol is an exotic. Now I love using this pistol because it just increases your damage so much. And I mean, even if you're making a build that is focused on survivability, you can still do crazy damage by the help of this pistol, which is really amazing, to be honest. Now, for those of you guys don't know what this does, well, every time you shoot an enemy, you mark them, and you get 20% of weapon damage. And the more enemies you mark, the more damages you're going to get, like 20% damage every time. So if you can mark 2 to 3 targets, you'll get 40%, 60% weapon damage, which is kind of crazy. And if you're getting that damage on a Striker build, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Okay, now I'm not saying that you use the pistol, swap to your weapon, and do that every time you see a red, purple health bar enemies. No, you're going to be using in two places. One against boss, and the other one when you get surrounded by a lot of enemies. If there's like 10, 12 enemies surrounding you, just tag like 2 to 3 of them and swap to your pistol to your like primary weapon and just shred them. Basically just kill them before they kill you, you know what I mean? And you will get a lot of damage, especially on a Striker with the stacks on Striker. Yeah, it's too much. And if the boss is alone, don't hesitate to use the pistol. Who doesn't want extra damage, right? So just use the pistol, swap it to your main weapon, get 20% extra damage, shred it. That's how you play, okay? That's basically the way the build works. And it's way too much damage than an average St. Elmo Striker would do. It can easily hit 1.5 to 2 million damage. Depends on how many enemies you have tagged with the pistol. But you don't really need to. You're solo. If you're doing 1 million crits on body, that's a lot of damage with the survivability you have, So you should be fine. You don't go and try to tag too many enemies and, end up dying in that process. Don't do that. Now, for the gears, like I said, it's very simple. 4-piece Striker. Focus on crit chance, okay? Please focus on crit chance, especially if your SSD is low. Get crit chance, okay? I can afford crit damage, so you don't have to copy me. But I still went for a lot of crit chance here. Like you can see on my mask, I have crit chance here. For the holster, I have the armor and obviously crit damage. For the knee pads, I have weapon damage and crit damage. And for the gloves, I have the armor and crit chance here. My crit chance is pretty good. You can see 54%. And crit damage is there, 108%. When the Strain Talent gets active on my weapon, I get like 50% more. So that's pretty good crit damage there. And obviously, the damage is really good. Now, for the chest piece, I'm using the Grupo here because it gives us 15% of crit damage. And I have the Obliterate Talent. Now, you can actually use something else if you don't have this particular chest piece. So something like Fenris is a good substitute with that 10% assault rifle damage it gives you. If you want more crit chance, you can use a Sheshka because that gives you 10% of crit chance. Or if you want to go crazy with armor regen, use a Bellstone. That gives you 1% of armor regen. With this build, normally we have like 40,000 armor regen. If you use a Bellstone, that'll be 54,000, something like that. Armor regen is kind of crazy. But yeah, this is fine. You know, you don't want more armor regen. This is just good. So use it like this, a very, very good build. And you'll understand the power of it once you start using it, okay? And that's how you pretty much solo Striker, you know? Now, if you want the other variant that I was talking about, basically it's a ninja variant. If you don't have the Memento, which you need to get a Memento, like you gotta have Memento. If you don't have Memento, go get Memento. Now, you can actually use a high-end backpack with, let's say, a Bloodsucker talent, but Memento is just too good. Ideally, on a Striker DPS build, we use a backpack of Striker, but Memento is a great substitute because it not only gives you weapon damage, bonus armor, but also armor regen. So it's pretty good. But again, if you don't have it, if you have a ninja, use a ninja. It's okay. You can use a ninja and then use 3-piece of Striker, then use the Bellstone 1-piece maybe, because that gives you 1% armor regen, 10% armor on kill. And then you can use a UG that will give you 5% total armor and 10% armor on kill. So you can use something like this. And you can change your assault rifle's talent from strained to something like preservation, which will give you armor, like regen, every time you get a kill, like 10% armor over 5 seconds. And if you get a headshot kill, that's like 20%. So that's pretty aggressive armor regen. So now you're regenerating your armor and you're getting armor on kill back, like 30% armor on kill. So it's pretty good. Now, obviously, don't have this much armor like I do because you're going to hit like a wet noodle, which you don't want. Just have 1.3 million armor. That's the sweet spot, okay? And then have all the red stuff. Yeah, red core attributes. So with this, what happens is it's like you get a kill, you get heal instantly. You get kill, you get heal. So this is going to be nice for, starting off and try to get the feel of the build. But once you get the Memento, use the Momentum. The Memento variant is obviously stronger because it has more damage. And, the regen, the passive regen is always helpful, where this one requires you to get a kill to get the heal back. But if you're solo, you're getting all the kills, should be fine. So these are the two variants I recommend. You can choose whatever you want to use it, whether the Ninja or the Memento. I would stick with the Memento because it's just feels right. I don't know, but it's good. Don't worry about the damage losses because any damage you lose, you can back it up by the Busy Little Bee. The Busy Little Bee will give you back the damage. You just maybe have to tag an NPC or two extra and you should be fine, okay? Just don't go too aggressive. Stay on a medium-ish range and don't get surrounded too much. If you do, just use a pistol to tag them, swap your weapon, use the shield to cover yourself and shoot it. Just play like that, you'll be fine. This can easily do legendary content as well. If you're willing to do it solo, you can do that. It's a very good build. Try it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. That's pretty much it for the video. If you like it, like the video, subscribe if you want. There's a lot of stuff coming up soon because after the update, there will be a crazy amount of builds videos coming, okay? The PTS is coming soon. I will cover that as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.